Now on CoastTV News.
Bethany's critical choices. Bethany Beach tackles dredging, flooding, and Route 1 impact. Insights from today's stormwater meeting. Green goodbyes, Delaware's new eco-friendly burial alternative. Comparisons and community reactions. Lewis line in limbo, why Lewis's signature bus line may hit a full stop.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Another student arrested from this school after a gun was found in a backpack last week. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We do begin tonight with breaking news.
A second teen has turned himself into Delaware State Police for his involvement in a gun that was brought to class January 17th. Mallory Metzner is in the newsroom. Mallory, we now know how the first student arrested got the gun.
Maddie, Delaware State Police says a 15-year-old student passed the gun to a 17-year-old student at a Rehoboth Beach home last Tuesday, and they conspired to conceal the gun at school the following day. Police say the 15-year-old who turned himself in today is being charged with possession of a deadly weapon by a person under 18, possession of a firearm in a safe school zone, and conspiracy second degree. Police say the student was also issued a no-contact order with the Cape and Lopin School District. The district says neither student has returned to school since the incident on January 17th, and disciplinary actions will be addressed per both the Student Code of Conduct and state law. In a statement to CoastTV News, Superintendent Bob Fulton says the second arrest is a direct result of last week's incident at Cape and Lopin High School. The district is continuing to fully cooperate with the Delaware State Police, unquote. Now, we did reach out to Delaware State Police to see if these teens will be charged as adults, but we have not heard back. Back to you.
This isn't the only recent case where a student was arrested for bringing a weapon to school. On Wednesday, an 18-year-old student at Indian River High School was arrested for bringing knives and a vape pen to school. Police say school staff found the two knives and the pen suspected of having THC in the student's backpack. Police say no threats have been made, nobody was hurt. The student who turned himself in is now facing charges but was released. Police say he is not allowed to have any contact with the school.
More breaking news here on Delmarva. Orsted breaking its partnership with the state of Maryland. Orsted is continuing to develop the Skipjack Wind Farm in its current location, but it's seeking different funding opportunities, likely private or other funding, as opposed to getting money from the state. Orsted said payment from Maryland's offshore renewable energy certificates was, quote, no longer commercially viable. This news just came in. We're going to have a full breakdown of this tonight at 11. And public schools and health care in Delaware are at the forefront of the governor's new budget. If approved, the budget spends more than $6 billion on improving infrastructure and more in the first state. That budget is more than 8% larger than last year. Governor Carney wants to invest $2 billion into health care and $2.1 billion into public education. That includes $122.2 million towards making the salaries of state jobs more competitive. According to the presentation Carney gave today, the goal is to start teachers at a salary of $60,000 by 2028. The budget aims to pay $169.5 million to renovate and build new schools statewide. The governor hopes to increase funding for Medicaid and insurance plans by spending $200 million more on health care in this year's budget.
It's nearly 40% of our operating budget. This is an item that had been a priority. If we had established a priority of ours starting the administration, try to get our arms around health care cost inflation, not just for state employees, not just for Medicaid, but for businesses across our state.
The budget must clear the Delaware General Assembly before Governor Carney can sign it into law. That's supposed to happen on June 30th, the last day of the legislative session. Then new fiscal year begins on July 1st.
A study that aims to fix flooding still has an uncertain future in Bethany Beach. According to Bethany's assistant town manager, still no update when that Back Bay study could start again. It lost its funding. The project, being handled by the Army Corps of Engineers, looks to fix flooding and prepare coastal towns for big storms. One person in Bethany Beach says something needs to be done to fix flooding issues, and now.
It's bad for the people of the town, it's bad for the businesses of the town, it's bad for tourists, it's just bad for the environment. It's bad for everybody.
The town stormwater and flooding committee talked about this and other topics this afternoon. They're meeting again in 2 months. As we take a live look right now into Salisbury, our first alert, Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. And overall, we're seeing increasing moisture continuing to be the mainstay of our forecast. So we're going to prepare ourselves for more cloud cover for tonight, and eventually a little bit of rain come trickling in our direction. Courtesy of our Bay Health camera in Milford, we're holding right now at 64 degrees, and we anticipate dropping from the 60s into the upper 50s. But that's going to come with the caveat of the scattered showers likely moving to the region pretty steadily right now. And we're looking at moderate to light shower activity. We're not looking at stormy weather per se, not just yet, so to speak. But we are indeed warmer than usual. Our Bay Health camera in Dover, we're at 53 degrees right now, and winds are calm coming out of the north, and we're going to expect the scattered showers going into the evening hours as well. We warmed all the way to 66 degrees both in Salisbury as well as Georgetown, and we're expecting warmer than usual weather even for tomorrow, but that will also come with a little bit of rain, Maddie.
For more weather updates, pull out your phones and scan the QR code for our First Alert weather app. You can download the app for free to get all the weather updates you need. New information tonight on why the historic Lewis Farmers Market wants to ban dogs. The market told council today the move comes after increasing safety concerns, including dogs getting into fights and a child being bitten. Market officials have noted a high number of dogs in past seasons, leading to a potential public health risk. Service animals would be allowed, though. City Council will review the proposal in their February meeting.
The Lewis line is in limbo. According to city officials, 2024 is the last year of the 5-bus Lewis line system based on the city's agreement with DelDOT. The city says a system where people can call a bus to pick them up is an option it's looking at, as well as a scaled-back program that would run 9 hours Friday through Sunday. One person we spoke with uses the system to get to work in the downtown area. She says she'll be upset if this is a service that stops.
Well, for me, it's very convenient because it drops me off at one end of 2nd Street and picks me up at the other end at 3:30 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I want to go back. And I don't have to do anything. Just get on the bus and come to work.
Some business works in Lewis told CoastTV that the bus system helps bring more customers in because riders don't have to worry about parking during the busy season. Others on council said that the bus system may not be cost effective, and that's causing the debate. Here's footage that you can see from the city of Rehoboth of demolition prep for the old beach patrol off Baltimore Avenue. The city wants people to know that demolition work will officially get underway this Monday, starting at 10 a.m. Mayor Stan Mills will be on hand to take the ceremonial first swing at demolition of that building.
The Milford School District has announced its Building Our Future initiative. This plan, unveiled at the Board of Education meeting, is set to reshape the district landscape. According to the plan, there will be new grade setups in schools, making things easier for younger students, starting in August 2025. The plan also includes reopening the renovated Milford Middle School.
In health news, a new office has opened in Milton that's going to offer more support for people with Down syndrome and their families. The Down Syndrome Association held a grand opening this afternoon to showcase the new facility, which is located on Meadowview Drive. The new office has conference and meeting rooms, a large fenced-in playground, and while they will offer services to families across the state, the big win here is for those that live in southern Delaware. The Milton office is going to save them time and make it easier to get help when needed.
We are very excited. We normally travel to events in Newark, and so we're excited to have something closer to home. We're excited about the opportunities.
I'm so happy that we're going to have hopefully more activities for our young adults to participate in.
This opening is actually well ahead of schedule. It wasn't supposed to open for another year. Money from private businesses, individuals, and the American Rescue Plan made it possible to speed things up. The Worcester County Sheriff's Office also wants people to watch out for phone scams of people pretending to be Delmarva Power. The office says if you get a call threatening to cut off your electricity and asking for immediate payment, that's a scam. Delmarva Power doesn't ask for instant payments over the phone, so if you get a call like this, just hang it up and don't give any personal or financial information away.
The Worcester County Sheriff's Office needs your help. They're looking for someone suspected of stealing from cars in West Ocean City. You see surveillance footage here of that suspect. If you know anything, you're asked to please call the Worcester County Sheriff's Office. U.S. Senators Tom Carper and Todd Young have introduced the Barcode Efficiency Act, a bipartisan effort aimed at streamlining the IRS. The new legislation proposes to use 2D barcodes to improve the processing of paper tax returns. This technology could reduce IRS backlogs and speed up refunds for millions of Americans filing paper return. The initiative marks a step towards modernizing IRS systems and ensuring faster, more accurate tax processing. And we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
A turning tide in the Chesapeake Bay's health. We've got exclusive insights into what's changing in the Bay's progress.
And we're watching out for clouds and rain escalating again, and want to let you know, by the way, if you want your forecast just a phone call away, call 443-880-9100.
But first, casket cremation, soil, and proposed new eco-friendly solution for the afterlife. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Right now at Ashley, get 0% interest for 60 months on select best-selling mattresses. And visit your local Ashley store to experience our test rest and learn about savings options throughout the store with qualifying mattress purchases. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com today.
Start your new year off right with a new bathroom from Coastal Bath, the only Bath Planet dealer on Delmarva with the Good Housekeeping Seal 2-year money-back guarantee. It's our annual New Year savings. Take $2,024 off your new bathroom project and no payments and no interest until 2025.
How do I like the new bath? I love it. My wife loves it. I highly recommend Coastal Bath. They do an awesome job.
Local and family owned. Call Coastal Bath today.
Right now at Ashley, get 0% interest for 60 months on select best-selling mattresses. And visit your local Ashley store to experience our test rest and learn about savings options throughout the store with qualifying mattress purchases. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com today.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
It can be a tricky topic to discuss. Death always a somber subject, but for those who are considering what they want done with their bodies after they pass away, there are a number of options.
A burial, a cremation, you can even donate your body to science. And now the House of Representatives here in Delaware considering legislation around natural organic reduction.
As Coast TV News reporter Tori Seagraves explains, it's an eco-friendly option that's growing in popularity.
A bed of flowers, a tree at the center of a community, and a link to loved ones lost. There's a growing and eco-friendly trend towards respectfully recycling human remains by turning them into a soil. Ryan Biddle lost his brother recently and thinks a natural way to go is common sense.
I mean, they're going to be underground anyway, or wherever they're going to be, and it might as well bring some nice life to it.
Parcell Funeral Home in Lewis says this process is similar to cremation, but without the carbon emissions.
I think this gives a gentle alternative to some of the disposition options that are out there, and I think everyone has considered reducing their carbon footprint or a way we can help to protect our environment going forward.
But it's not for everyone. Sometimes new feels like a break from tradition.
I just want to get cremated, that's it, just like my wife.
Any option you choose will be deeply personal, and Parcell believes this alternative is a good way to finish a life led in the name of nature.
It's about creating value to a family that you're serving, and what is something that would be meaningful to the life that they led. So if you led a life where you're in nature, where you're outdoors, where you had a beautiful garden, or you had a vegetable garden or a share crop, this is about honoring a life and really honoring a different type of lifestyle.
A true circle of life, turning one person's end into a legacy that lives on.
Next, the bill on natural organic reduction will go to the Senate. If approved, it will take at least 12 months before this becomes an option in funeral homes. In the meantime, there are still options like a casket. I'm Tori Seagraves in Lewis, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Tori. However, natural organic reduction, it's not to be confused with another eco-friendly option. That's called green burials. Green burials are when the deceased are buried in an eco-friendly casket that will break down with the decomposition of the human body over time. unlike the new proposed alternative where the remains are quickly broken down with natural materials to create a soil. And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, is this something that you would consider, this human composting for end-of-life services? And we've seen these numbers change already today.
We have. Let's take a look at the updated results. So far, now a majority are still saying unlikely. That was a slight majority the last poll. Now it is a much higher majority there. The 30% say definitely. There's not really anybody who's saying maybe or traditional only.
Now, if you want to vote in this, because this is a pretty interesting and personal topic, you can do so at coasttvnews.com or use the Coast TV mobile app, and we're going to have updated results tonight at 11.
Well, this will be a great time to have one of our great Paul Davis umbrellas, because the next couple of days we have some rain that's headed in our direction. Your full forecast coming up in a moment.
Whether it's a natural disaster or just everyday life's mishaps, in disaster's wake, there's only one call to make: Royal Plus. Find us at royalplus.com. We bring calm to the chaos.
Life. Just when you think you've got it made, you've got another thing coming. To which we say, bring it on. Your heart needs a hand? We've got hands committed to saving hundreds of hearts each year. You're facing a storm? Hey, storm, is that all you got? Because we've got more. More ways to help, to provide hope, with a commitment to your health that runs deep.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, Coast TV's feathered friend and sharing joy coast-wide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Brought to you by Tidal Health.
Nothing wrong with a little excitement. 3 audience members had their eyeglasses cracked.
Thursday at 7 on Coast TV.
Embrace a new journey and kickstart your New Year's resolution in a brand new Subaru from Gateway Subaru. Discover the 2024 Subaru Outback, which represents Subaru's commitment to safety, innovation, and adventure. Right now, lease a new 2024 Subaru Outback for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 1.9%. Plus, Gateway has more in-stock Subaru inventory to choose from than other dealers have combined. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Increasing moisture for the rest of the night. That's going to be basically the base of where we start everything from. And we are bracing for scattered showers to stick around for probably a good portion of the weekend as well. Right now, we are bracing for a couple of spot sprinkles for late tonight, courtesy of our Dry Tech camera in Ocean City. 53 degrees by 9 o'clock, 56 by 10 o'clock, with scattered showers beginning to feather its way in our general direction. Now, there's also dense fog in place right now. A dense fog advisory is in effect for Slaughter Beach, Broadkill Beach, as well as Lewis and Rehoboth Beach, Dewey Beach, all the way down towards Bayview Park and Fenwick Island until 7 o'clock for this evening. And then we're looking for that same dense fog advisory to be extended to about 1 o'clock in the morning for Friday in Ocean City, West Ocean City, Ocean Pines, and all of those areas, all the way down towards Chincoteague. Here's a look at that area of rain that's beginning to shift in our general direction. Look for wet roads for the rest of the night. Now, Friday, we're looking for hit and miss spot showers and a better chance of more encompassing rain on Saturday, but we're basically dealing with a rainy pattern for the next 2 to 3 days in a row. So you see, later tonight, by 8:30, we're looking for some embedded thunderstorms along the shore in Long Neck, between Long Neck and Ocean Pines. That's at 8:30. By 11:30, we're looking for a pocket of strong storms that's going to be between Georgetown and Ocean Pines at about 11:30. Now, we're looking for that spotty pattern to continue till about, let's say, 3 o'clock in the morning, which is going to just be drizzly and a bit foggy. In the morning time, we'll see some peaks of some sunshine barely, and it'll push the temperatures into the 60s. But think about this. We haven't had much in the way of rainfall because we're less than 1/10 of an inch in most locations that we've been monitoring thus far this evening. And temperatures are in the 60s. We're at 63 degrees, not only in Georgetown, but also in Seaford and Salisbury. And we're holding at 63 degrees right now in Milton as well as Redden. Take a look at our expectations for Saturday. This is when the next wave is going to push through. In the morning time, Saturday's okay. Temperatures near 50 degrees. Saturday afternoon, cloud cover begins to build up very quickly for us, and we're going to go back to being very gray for Saturday afternoon. Saturday evening, the rain comes back in style in a major way, and the winds are shifting out of the northeast at about 15 to 20 miles per hour with temperatures in the 40s. And we're going to stay clammy and cold. Now, Sunday morning, early in the morning, we're going to see some strong storms between Selbyville, Fenwick Island. Also look for heavy downpours in Rehoboth, Dewey Beach, Bethany Beach, and Long Neck at about 6 o'clock in the morning as the sun is coming up. And then we'll start to see how that plays out. Now, as far as the amount of rain is concerned, Saturday going into Sunday, we're going to jump to about 1.5 inches to an inch and a half of rain, generally speaking, for most locations. Now, if you're down near Berlin, Ocean City, or Bethany Beach, we're looking for heavier showers there, a possibility up to even 2 inches of rain in those locations. Tonight, 57 with showers continuing. Then for tomorrow, 68 degrees, almost 70 now for tomorrow. And then as we go into Saturday, look for spotty downpours as well. Here's a look at the extended forecast. We're much cooler next week.
Thank you, Paul. The Chesapeake Bay program has released its annual Bay Barometer report showcasing progress in the Chesapeake Bay watershed health and restoration. According to the report, female blue crab, and this is a good number, have increased by 12%, and over 1 million acres of land have been protected from development. Additionally, oyster reef restoration and public access to the bay are well on track. However, challenges do remain in areas like forest buffer, planting, and wetland restoration. More details about the report can be found on CoastTVnews.com. The city of Seaford approved a new partnership with the HELP Initiative. This is the same group known for their Seaford Lights display and safety inspections. The new collaboration will introduce a program involving the police department, which includes funding for additional security cameras and significant upgrades at the police station to improve monitoring capabilities. These improvements are part of a 2-year plan aimed at bolstering community safety and visibility.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening. Delaware men's basketball is looking to move above 500 in conference play and facing North Carolina A&T, winners of 3 straight. The Aggies are tied for second in the conference with a 4-2 record. The Blue Hens are 1 spot behind them and hoping to bounce back after falling to 7-0 Drexel Saturday. This is the second all-time meeting between these schools. The Hens won last season by 2 points. Watch this game live on DSN at 7 p.m. To girls hoops, 5-4 Del Mar are coming off a 1-point win over the 3rd-ranked team in the Henlopen South Early College. Tonight, the Wildcats face the number 2 squad in the South, the Woodbridge Blue Raiders, on a 5-game winning streak and looking to improve to 8-2 on the season. To the NFL, Vic Fangio is the Eagles' new defensive coordinator, according to ESPN. This comes one day after the veteran assistant mutually parted ways with Miami after 1 season. Fangio was a consultant for the Eagles for 2 weeks during last year's Super Bowl run before joining the Dolphins. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Your RV and manufactured housing parts superstore is Brass Sales in Felton, the area's largest selection of parts and supplies for do-it-yourselfers, all in one location. Brass Sales warehouses are well stocked with doors and windows, many sizes and options, and ready for immediate pickup, plus skirting and steps, and many other exterior home improvement items. In eastern Sussex County, shop Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply on Long Neck Road. Brass Sales, setting the standard since 1950.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud.
Our duty is to the truth. It's the perfect piece of evidence.
Is it a deep fake? Is the video real?
What the hell's going on?
Where is my backup?
There's something bigger going on here.
You think this man was shot before the bomb went off?
Saber here. He had to go pick up his brother.
You're glad to see me?
Law & Order Thursday, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
30 years ago, a historic ice storm knocked out power for 10 days.
Trees fell across power lines and ice snapped utility poles. Our Delaware Electric Cooperative team worked around the clock to help those we serve. 3 decades later, we've applied the lessons we learned during the storm to make our grid stronger. Through the dedication of our employees, Co-op Power has never been more reliable. And while the weather is unpredictable, DEC's commitment to doing what's best for our members will never change.
Bring the mat to your living room. From the first takedown to the last pin, high school wrestling lives here on Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams. Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
It's time to experience an extraordinary lineup of entertainment at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. Enjoy performances by the Four Phantoms in concert on February 4th, Wheel of Fortune Live on February 29th, The Simon and Garfunkel Story March 18th, and The Price is Right Live on April 1st. The excitement is building, and now it's your turn to be a part of it. Secure your seats at ococean.com/pack and join us for the most amazing season yet. Don't miss out. Come experience the magic of live performances all in one place at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. See you there.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Taking a look at our current conditions, courtesy of our Tidal Health camera in Seaford, we're at 63 degrees, and we are expecting the rain to kick in by 9 o'clock, moving in from central portions of Virginia. Now, dense fog advisory is in effect off of the coast. It will stay in effect at least until 7 o'clock for most of our locations. But here's a look at that rain that I was talking about making its move towards us. Heavy downpours about the only adverse thing that we're concerned with. Widespread wet roads will continue throughout the rest of the night. Here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Spotty showers for tonight. Friday, a bit cloudy and drizzly and foggy, but then steady rainfall is likely for us on Saturday and on Sunday.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, for more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.